Okay, see, I'll just share my screen. Okay, listen carefully. So, why we need to use this electronic bank statement and what is the significance of this? So first today we'll discuss regarding this EBS. So before going to EBS, I'll just give the background. Okay, means see, in accounts payable you are aware regarding the accounting entries, na? So when you post any vendor invoice, what is the accounting entry when you do the payment? So you are aware regarding the accounting entries, right? So why we need to do the EBS is, first let's take an example. And now we are working for this company code, right? So my company code is this N702, na? So it is a shoe manufacturing company. So now what we are doing, we are purchasing goods from the vendor and we are making payments to this vendor. Okay, so here, so first thing is posting of vendor invoice. You can post vendor invoice of amount, for example, of amount 10,000. Okay, so here the accounting entry will be raw material accounted to vendor account. Raw material accounted to vendor account. So here it is 10,000 and here also it is 10,000. So this one you can post through transaction code. In ECC you will be posting through transaction code F-43. In S/4HANA also you can use F-43 and you can post in the backend. But in S/4HANA most of the users they will be using Fiori apps. So for posting this transaction in S/4HANA we need to use the Fiori app, import supplier invoices. Import supplier invoices. Understood?
Hello.
Yeah.
Can we use F-60 for invoice posting, vendor
No,
invoice
you should not
posting?
use. You should not use. In ECC,
Okay.
you can use
Okay.
F dash. You're saying asking
60.
about FB60. Yeah?
Yeah, 60.
No,
Yes.
no, you should not use. That is ECC. Now we
Okay.
have moved to S/4HANA. Okay, now we are moved
Okay.
to HANA, right? So F-40, that's those transaction codes will be available in the system, but here onwards for users are using only the Fiori apps. They are not using the they are not using the backend. So see, if you go here, if you want to post one vendor invoice, what you are doing, you are going to this FB60 or you are using this F-43, these two transaction codes, na? So in ECC while practicing you can use these two. In S/4HANA also these two will be available, but no one will be using it. End users will be using only the Fiori apps. So you need to use this import supplier invoices. I'll show you that Fiori app how it will be. It will be same as this F-43 only. The same selections and everything. You understand the process. Only the Fiori, only the screen difference is there. Okay, understood, na? Next, so in interview they'll ask you what are the Fiori apps you had used. I'll tell you those. For vendor invoice posting I had used import supplier invoices. And next one is after posting vendor invoice, what we'll do, display of vendor invoices. So for this one, what is the transaction code? FBL1N. Okay, FBL1N. And for this you will be using Fiori of manage vendor line items. You need to tell in interview that I had used this Fiori apps and I had tested. manage vendor line items. So here the accounting entry will be, there is no accounting entry. The screen is used to see only whether your invoices are in open items or whether your invoices are in clear items. And next what we'll be doing, we'll be making payment to the vendor, outgoing payment to the vendor. So when you do outgoing payment to the vendor of amount 10,000, so here you can use transaction code F-53, but we most cases we'll use only F110, right? We don't use F-53, we'll use F110, or you can use the Fiori app manage automatic payment program, automatic payment program. So this is the Fiori app, understood? So here the accounting entry will be vendor accounted to. So here you should get not cash or bank account. We need to enter outgoing sub-clearing account. Outgoing sub-clearing account. Okay. Now what is happening? You had executed F110. Okay. And you had sent an information to the bank to make payment to the vendor. So how do you know that vendor the payment is done by the bank or not? So for that you need some confirmation, right? So the confirmation is nothing but electronic bank statement. So in electronic banks, you can say it as bank statement. In your bank statement, it will show you whether the payment is done to the vendor or not. Let me explain you again. See, now I'll post one vendor invoice. I'll take this as a pay immediately. So I'll change the payment terms. I don't want any this due date. It should be paid immediately. Okay. Posting a vendor invoice. You here 40 raw material account. Select your raw material account here. Raw material account. This one you will be doing like this now, but in S/4HANA we will be using import supplier invoices and we will be uploading the invoices. And if you want, you can calculate the tax also. So go to document, stimulate, just save it. So now I posted one invoice, right? So next step what I'll do, I'll go to FBL1N. So go to FBL1N. So here it will show you as invoice as this open item. So this invoice I need to make payment now. So for this invoice what I will do is I will give this payment method because I am doing through automatic payment program now. So select your payment method here. So my payment method is let me check the configuration. What is the payment method I had assigned? This is country level. Let's check at company code level. What is the payment method assigned to my company code? So I'm using payment method 7. One thing I need to tell you, see, in most of the projects in most of the projects payments will be happened only through bank transfer. So here when you create the payment method in real time, see we have bank transfer, check, bills of exchange, check and bills of exchange na. No one is using check functionality now, everyone is using bank transfer. Bank transfer means so who is my client? My client is N702. So this N702 client, he is having his bank accounts. See what are the bank accounts he is having? For example, the client is having accounts in Citibank, HSBC and OBC. Now what is the scenario? The bank has to transfer the amount from Citibank account to two vendor bank accounts. Understood? So no one is using check, everyone is using bank transfer. Okay, so what is the payment method? I am using payment method 7 na? Assign that payment method 7 here. So I had assigned payment method 7. So now I'll run F110 screen. So let's run F110 screen. So go to /n F110 screen. So give the date here 18/05/2025. So I am doing for US payments now. I'll give USD 01 first payment. Go to parameter, N702, payment method 7, and give here 19.05.2025 and select your vendor here. Additional log, select these options. Now click on proposal. See when I click on proposal, so see I have got one option here, create payment medium. So what does this mean? So while you are practicing you cannot find this option, right? So but in real time you need to generate a payment medium. So what is meant by payment medium? So what I said, now you are using the you are not using the functionality of check payments na. So what you are doing, you need to transfer the, so my client N702 is having his account in Citibank. So here he is having some current account for example. Okay, and who is the vendor here? I had purchased goods from Naveen. So Naveen is the vendor. So what you need to transfer this 10,000 amount from your Citibank account to Naveen account. So you need to maintain the bank details of Naveen's also. So when you go here /n FK02, this is the guy na. Go to payment transaction, press enter. See here you need to maintain the bank details of this vendor. For example, this guy is also having account in US. Select any bank key. Bank key is nothing but IFSC code. So in real time you will be maintaining like this, and give the bank account number. Okay, and give his name and just save it. Okay, now what is the scenario? When you run F110, the system has to pick the information. When you go to this house bank, so this is my Citibank na. So in Citibank I am having account, right? So this is my account, right? So the 10,000 amount, it should be transferred from this account to this account. Who will do the transfer? Citibank guys will do. But how they will do? You need to provide the information to them. But where is the information? The information is available in your SAP system. So that information you need to send to the bank. So how you will send? There should be some communication, na? You need to send either through mail, or you need to send that information through some Excel, or you need to send that information through some Word document or some notepad document, like that. So for that, SAP has suggested one source that is called XML. So when you run this app, the system will generate one XML file. In that XML file, the system will capture the bank details of this client bank account, and it will capture the bank details of this vendor bank. Understood? So both bank details will be captured, and it will generate one XML file. That XML file will go to the bank will read that XML file, and it will transfer the 10,000 from your account to vendor account. So this is the process. So usually while you are practicing, what you will do, you will just practice and you will do the payment. What is the next step? In real time, the information will go to the bank will do the payment, and it will send you a acknowledgement file. So these all things you need to explain in interview. So what is this meaning? You are asking to create a XML file. In that XML file, it should have the details of your client bank account as well as vendor bank account. So how I will get this option? How you will get this option is, in interview they'll ask you for generating the XML file, where you will maintain the program. There should be from some program, na, for generating the XML file. So when you go to payment method per country, go here, double click on the same process in ECC and S/4HANA. There is no process difference. Only the thing is they don't use easy access, they'll use the Fiori apps, that's all. So double click on this wire transfer, scroll down. See, here I am giving this XML file format. This is the standard program given by the SAP, CJ_XML_CT. Okay, so once you give this program here, then it will ask you to the system will ask you whether you want to generate the XML file. Say yes, press enter, refresh it. You can check whether the XML file is generated or not. How you will check is, go to environment, payment medium, DME. See, this file is generated. So this is the file. In this file, how many transactions you are going to do the payment? One transaction. What is the amount? 10,000. Who is doing the payment? Your client name. So when you scroll down, you can see the client bank account also. Go up. See the bank account of your debtor account, client bank account 6789. Na? So where is that? And 702. This is your client bank account. The same account should be available in your file. Six, 7, 9. Same account is available. So scroll down, and here you can find this vendor bank details also. So like this you need to do the customizing, means we need to design the XML file. Okay, understood na? So in interview they'll ask you one question, where you will maintain the program for generating the XML file. You need to tell them in FBZP payment method in country. Okay, so go back, and now you do the payment. While doing the payment run also, it will ask you whether you want to create the payment medium. So click on continue and refresh this. So one payment is completed and XML file is also generated. So this XML file, it will go to the bank. So how it will go to the bank? There in every project, when you are sending any information from SAP system to outside system, whether it be a bank or vendor or customer, you need a interface. Without interface you cannot send any information to external system. So through interface the system SAP, the information will go from SAP system to bank. Okay, till now it is clear, na? Rajesh?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now what is the next concept? You had sent the information to the system, information to the bank. Manish, it is clear for you, the process?
It's clear.
Okay, now you understand. Now the EBS will come into picture. Our topic is EBS, but before that I want to give you some background, so that is the reason I am saying this. Okay, so the same process you can explain in interview also. We used to run APP from once we run this APP, the file will be generated and the file will go to the bank through interface. So you had sent the information to the bank. So how do you know whether the payment is done or not? There should be some proof, na? So what bank will do is they will send you bank statement. Okay, so once they send the bank statement, that bank statement you need to process in SAP system, and once you process that bank statement, then the system will update the main bank account. So if you see here, in the last classes also I explained you that we need, for every bank we need to create 3 accounts. I said you, one is main bank account, okay, and next one is outgoing sub clearing account, going sub clearing account, okay. Next one is, I said you, incoming sub clearing account, incoming sub clearing. These things I told you, for every bank you need to create. Why you need to create? You need to follow the reconciliation process. See, our main agenda is the balance of this main bank should be equal to the balance of your bank account. Means in SAP you can consider this main bank as your passbook. For example, if you take here what is my main bank account? 2,04,000, na? So go to FS10 here, every month end and click on execute. So what is the balance here? Some 2,70,000 is there. In your bank also you should have this same balance, so it should match. So this is a month end process. So here what we are doing, you are sending information to the bank. Okay, so after running F110, you are sending information to the bank. So if you select directly here main bank account, it will be a problem. Why? Because they may, if there are no sufficient funds in your bank account, the payment will not be done, na? So what you will do, you need to reverse it, right? If the payment is done, you need to reverse it. So instead of selecting main bank account, so what you can do is you can use this sub clearing accounts. See, if you see this sub clearing accounts, see, so for this sub clearing accounts, so when you go here in F110, outgoing sub clearing account, right? Current account, and where are the outgoing sub clearing accounts? In interview they will ask you one question, in FBZP where you will assign this outgoing sub clearing account. When you go to bank determination, N702, so go here, Citibank, na? Oh sorry, it is taking OBC. We are discussing Citibank, na? So okay, it is taking OBC. What is the account here? 2,14,000. So 2 lakh 14 means this is the outgoing subclearing account. If you see this, for this outgoing subclearing account, you need to select this open item management compulsory. Now I had done the payment in F110. So let's check the accounting entry. So in F110 you had done the payment, right? So go to payment log. What is the document posted? Where is the document number? See, document number is 620. Open this document in FB03. Now we have done the payment. So after doing the payment, so let's check the accounting entry. So the accounting entry should be vendor account to outgoing subclearing account. Na? So go to /n FB03. So here 620. What is the entry? Vendor account to outgoing subclearing account. Understood? So the payment is done, but this 10,000 should be deducted from your main bank, not outgoing. Outgoing is used only for reconciliation. So you had sent this information to the bank now to make the payment of 10,000. We are not sure whether the bank is done the payment or not. So for that, what we'll do is, for this outgoing account, I will select this account, that option open item management. Now you go to this step. Next step is display of outgoing subclearing open items, FBL3N. Go to FBL3N /n FBL3N. So click on execute. So here it is showing 10,000 as red color. It is showing as open item. Why? Because it indicates that you had sent the payment file to the bank. I had sent XML file to the bank, but I did not get any confirmation from the bank regarding this 10,000 is transferred to the vendor bank account. So that is the reason it is showing you red. So once you get the bank statement, once you process this bank statement, then the system will clear this 10,000 and it will post the accounting entry. Processing of EBS statement, electronic bank statement. So what is the transaction code? FF_5. Okay, so once you process this, then the accounting entry will be outgoing subclearing account header. So finally the amount will be deducted from main bank account. What is our agenda? Our agenda is main bank account should be updated. The balance of main bank account should be equal to your balance in your bank. This 10,000 will be cleared. Understood? Understood, na? The process. All these accounting entries you need to tell in interview. Clear?
Bro, just keep for 1 minute. I'll note it down all this. I will note it down all these things.
I'll send this.
Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want, you write it. I'll wait. Rajesh, you understood the process?
Yes, yes.
From this process, you will get around some 5 to 6 interview questions.
Okay.
Now you had received the file from the bank. Okay, you had received file from the bank. Now what is your agenda? This entry should get posted. So for post, who will post this entry? You should not post. The system has to read the file and it should post this entry automatically. So for this, you will be doing the configuration of electronic bank statement. In SAP, the bank statement can be processed in 2 ways. One is manual, another one is electronic. See, if you are having some 50 to 60 transactions every day, manually we cannot do each and every transaction. So SAP has come up with this automation. Automation means bank will send one file, you upload that file in your SAP, automatically the system will clear the accounting entries and the balance will get updated to main bank. Okay, See here. So how you will get that file? How you will get that file? I said here. This XML file, we are sending the XML file from SAP system. This is SAP system now. From SAP system to bank through interface. In the same way, the EBS file also, see, the EBS file also will come to SAP system from bank to SAP through interface. Without interface, the files cannot go and the files cannot come to SAP. Understood? So where it will come? In SAP we have one transaction code called as AL11. So in this transaction code, automatically the file will come and sit here. How it will sit is, there is some configuration setting. There will be an integration between these systems through SFTP and the files will come here. Understood? I'll show you one example. See, like this it will be. So this is my previous project where I had worked. There is some separate team. They will do this mapping and everything, this path and everything. Then automatically the files will come to your SAP system. You no need to worry about this. Just you need to understand how the file will be, which type of format file you will be sending to the bank and how you will be receiving the file. That is enough. There is separate CPI team. That CPI team will take care of these files. Okay. Understood, na? So now we'll go to the concept. So today's our concept is EBS. So now you had sent the payments to the file. Now what we need to do, we need to receive a file from the bank. You need to upload that file and this accounting entry should be posted automatically in SAP system. So what type of formats you will be receiving from the bank? In interview they'll ask you, have you worked on EBS? If you have worked on EBS, what type of formats you had worked? Usually what I suggest is, most of the people, you tell in interview that I had worked on MT940 format. Okay, so I'll just show you one MT940 format here. So this is the MT940 format which you will be receiving from the bank. This format will come to you to your AL11. So this is the format. Okay, so in MT940 format, all the transactions, means how can I tell you that? I'll ask you how many transactions are there in this file. How can you tell is, see, the format will start with 20 and the format will end with 64. The format will start with 20 and it will end with 64. Means this is one transaction, this is one transaction. Means transaction in sense, it refers to the bank accounts. I'll tell you, see, first what are the tags available? 20. Rajesh, in tomorrow interview you need to explain each and every tag. What is 20, what is 25, what is 28C, what is 60F, 62F, 64. All this you need to explain clearly.
Okay.
They won't ask you, but you need to explain. Okay, I'll give you one proper example.
Okay.
You mute it. Expenses. Okay, see here. First is 20. 20 is nothing but it will be having the date. So this is the date format. Okay, this is system generated number and this is the date format. And next 25 is nothing but your client bank account. Client bank account. So what is the bank account of the XML file now? So you had sent the XML file and you are asking to make payment from your bank account, right? This is the example we took, no? So when you double click here, so this from the bank people are saying that from this account we had transferred the amount. So that account number it will be available here. Understood? And next 28C is nothing but your statement number. In this statement number, how many pages you are having? I am having only one page. Understood? So this is statement number. How many pages are there? I am having only one page. So in tomorrow's interview, what you need to tell is I had worked on MT940 format. In MT940 format, we have tags. The first tag is 20. 20 will be having the date, and 25 is nothing but client bank account. 28C is nothing but the statement number. So till now, how many statements we had received? 31 statements. Okay. And 60F is nothing but your opening balance. Today's opening balance. See. Here you can see the amount now. This is the today's opening balance. But in our bank, what is the opening balance we are having as of now? So when you go to FS10 and click on execute, so what is the opening balance you are having? 2,70,000. 2,70,000 we are having. But here what is the opening balance here? It is having some 35 lakhs something it is having, right? So it is not matching. So then the user will investigate why it is not matching. Maybe some statements are missed or some statements are not processed. Understood? These kind of issues also you will get. Next 62F is closing balance. Write this one as opening balance. Opening balance. And what is the next one? Closing balance. And next one, and this is also closing balance. Okay, so if you come down here and if you see this, so for every new bank account it will create this tags again. If the transaction belongs to the same bank account, these tags won't repeat. Understood? So this is one bank. So in one file we can have the transactions related to number of banks. So this is one bank, this is another bank, and this one is also another bank. If you understand one, it is enough. So let's put only some 2 or 3 transactions, otherwise you'll get confused. I have 2 transactions. Okay, so see the difference between here, and here I have again 20. This is date. Date and 25. Again, what is this? Bank account. What is the statement number again? 31. In one statement we are having 2 banks, transaction related to 2 banks, and this is statement number. Okay, 60F is your opening balance. Okay, 61. So these 2 are very important. If there is any transaction done through your bank, then you will be getting this 61 and 80F. See, in this bank account I did not do any transaction. I did not do any transaction with this bank account. So that is the reason there is no 61 and 86. I had done the transaction, means I had done some foreign transfer with this bank account in GBP currency. So that is the reason we are having 61 and 86. Understood? Did you understand the difference between this one and this one? This transaction and this transaction?
Yes.
Okay. Sandhya? Manish?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Yes,
Manish?
understood. Yes, understood.
If you are able to explain this one, you are almost selected. See. Now see. Now I will upload this. First understand this. I will upload this. Save this one. So let's upload this. So how you will upload this? Go to transaction code FF_5. Same transactions are also already there in S/4HANA, but in S/4HANA we'll use Fiori apps. That is a different. That's all. Nothing different. Okay. So here we are doing MT940 86 structured. So select your file here. What is the file name here? EBS file 2, I think so, not 1. Select this file. Okay, don't post because I want to see the errors, if any errors are there. Scroll down. So if you want to see the logs, select these logs, click on execute. If no data is imported, you must select the bank statement. Okay, continue. It's not importing. It is 86 structure. I did not select this checkbox. Don't post. Scroll down. Okay, go upwards. Select the file again. Click on execute. See what it is saying. USD some opening is not a valid amount. So the opening balance is not matching. So that is one error. You need to resolve it. So as an end user, I uploaded, I got one error. I'll take a screenshot and I'll send you. Now you understood the process, na? So once this file is processed, once this file is processed, what system has to do? It has to post this accounting entry, and we have an open item here, na? FBL1N. We have open item here, right? So it has to clear this 10,000. Sorry, FBL3N, na? It has to clear this 10,000. Okay, so here see here what I am telling is, now you will upload the file. So after uploading the file, so how the system will generate the accounting entry? So do we have any GL accounts here? Do you have any, in this file there are any GL accounts? No GL accounts, na? But how
Yes,
the
yes.
system will
No
generate the
GL.
accounting entry? For example, you had done foreign transfer, and you had done the rent also. I had done one more transaction. See, for every transaction, the system will generate this 6186. For example, paste this one. This is related to my rent. Rent transfer. Okay, so I paid rent around some 900. Okay, so for this transaction it has to generate foreign transfer accounting entry. For this transaction it has to post rent accounting entry. So how the system will understand that I should generate rent accounting entry, that I should generate foreign transfer entry? So for that, now we'll do the EBS configuration. See, so go to EBS configuration. So put heading as EBS configuration. So we'll do the configuration now. Configuration of electronic banks. Transaction code is OT83. So in this OT83 we have, so go to OT83. Give your chart of accounts here. So my chart of accounts is N7CA. In interview they will ask you explain the configuration of electronic bank statement. So you need to tell all this step. So what is the first step? Create account symbols, assign account symbols to account symbols, create keys for posting rules. Write these steps. So what is the first step? Create account symbols. Next, assign accounts to account symbols. Okay. Next step, create keys for creation of keys for posting rules. Next one, define posting rules. In FBZP we have 6 steps now. In the same way in OT83 also we have these steps. Rajesh, tomorrow you need to explain all these steps. They ask you. You need to tell them
Okay.
electronic bank statement. In electronic bank statement I worked on MT940 format. So I had done the configuration in OT83. In OT83 we have this following below steps, and like this you need to start and you need to explain. Next, creation of transaction type. Next, assign external transaction to transaction type. Next, assign bank accounts to transaction types. Okay, these are the steps. So in each and every step I will be doing the configuration. You write in detail. Rajesh, in last interview, actually Teja has given one interview for Capgemini, na? So we said them that we had worked in MT940 format. They asked him one question. So in MT940 format, you have this tag 28C, right?
Okay.
So what is the use of this 28C? The answer is 28C will be having the statement number and pages. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. So write this.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Write
Can
these
you,
steps.
bro, can you explain what is 61 and 86? After done the bank, I
86,
mean, after
86
clearing
and
the
61. That's what
amount
I'm
by
saying.
bank?
Madam, 86 and
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'll explain after the configuration.
Okay, okay.
Then only you can understand. But now you got idea regarding MT940, na? 86 and S61 I'll tell you while doing the configuration.
Yeah, okay. Okay, bro. Thank you.
Done, sir.
Okay. So when you upload this electronic bank statement, what are the accounting entries it has to generate? So for foreign transfer, so here we are having, so when you go to FBL3N /n FBL3N, when you go here, the system what it has to do is it has to clear this one 10,000 and it has to post the entry. So what is the entry here? Vendor account to outgoing. When you do the payment, now when you upload this statement, it has to post the accounting entry outgoing clearing account to main bank account, right? So the system, it won't pick this GL accounts automatically. So what you need to do is go to 88, go to 83, So first we'll create some account symbols. This is in display mode. Right, first click on new entries. Click on new entries. So my company code is N702 now. So give N7 main bank account. N7 outgoing account. Outgoing sub clearing account. It has to post the entry related to rent also, no? N7 rent, right? Rent account, no? Rent account. Okay. And so first what you need to do is you need to create the account sim. Why? Because the system, it won't go to FS00 screen and it won't pick the GL accounts. If it is picking the GL accounts, the system doesn't know which one is debit and which one is credit. So you need to tell the system how to post the entry also.
Okay.
Next step, click on accounts, assign accounts to account symbols. Assign accounts to account symbols. Double click here. Click on new entries. So we had created the account symbols now here. The same account symbols I'll paste it here and assign the GL accounts. I'm telling the system we need to take. You here. The currency is, if you leave currency as empty, it will accept any currency. If you want any specific currency, you can give USD transactions, USD. Okay. And here link your GL accounts. What are the GL accounts? First one is main bank account. Na? Go to FS00. Mention FS00. So let's take the account. Actually, I thought of taking Citibank, but the system has taken OBC because in configuration I maintain some other account. So you consider this OBC only as our example. So copy this one, paste it here, main bank account, and next one is outgoing sub clearing account. Paste it here, and again this rent account. The system has to post the rent account to bank account, right? Take the rent account. Where is rent account? 3,02,000. Copy this one and just paste it here. Understood? Now your statement, if you are having salaries, create one account symbol for salaries. Why result is coming? Create an account symbol for salaries, assign salary GL account. So like this, whatever the transactions are there, you need to create the accounting symbols. Account symbols you need to create, and you need to link these account symbols to your GL accounts which you had created in FS00. So till this point it is clear now. Manish.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, Miku.
Sir, let me read.
Ma'am, Sandhya garu.
Yeah, I got it, Chandra.
Okay. Okay, next you had given the GL accounts to the system, but system doesn't know which is debit and which is credit. Na? You need to tell the system. So double click on create keys for posting rules. Click on new entries. So what are the two entries it has to generate? One is outgoing entry, another one is rent account. Na? Give N7. Outgoing entry I'll give. So it is foreign transfer entry, na? So foreign transfer. So foreign transfer. Foreign transfer. So here, which company code? It is N702, na? 702. Give your company code. And what is the next one? Rent. Rent also entry should be posted, right? Rent transfer. You had paid rent. The company's rent you had paid. That entry should be posted. Just save it. Now I will tell the system which account to select debit and which account to select credit. Now click on define posting rules. Right. Click on define posting rules. So click on define posting rules. So when you go to define posting rules, you had created two posting rules, na? N7FT and N7RT, right? Go to define posting rules, click on new entries. What is the first one? N7FT. So now you answer these questions. See here. So what is your agenda? So once the statement is uploaded, so bank has confirmed that they had done the foreign transfer to the vendor, right? If you see this outgoing subclearing account, 2,14,000. So this should get cleared, na? Our agenda is this one, no? Once you upload this statement, it should get cleared, and this 10,000 balance should get updated in main bank, right? So
Yes.
here posting area, the system it is asking whether you want to update the main bank account or you want to update subledger. Subledger means vendor and customer. I don't want to update subledger. I want to update main bank account. So select here bank accounting. Okay. So what is the accounting entry? When you upload EBS, what is the accounting entry? It is outgoing
Subclearing account debited to main bank
main
account.
bank account, right? So give here 40, 50, okay, 50, and what is the account symbol for your outgoing subclearing account? Select that accounting symbol here. Okay, and select your main bank here. So you are telling the system which should be debit and which should be credit. Okay, and next one, go to your document type is SA, and this one is very important. So this is the rule which will posting type is very important, which plays a key role in this configuration. This one you need to tell in interview. So what is our agenda? Our agenda is the entry should be posted, and the open item, you see this open item, na? This open item should be cleared, right? So go to posting type. Here we have 7 methods. So what is the first one? If you select one, what the system will do? It will just post the accounting entry, that's all, it won't clear. Next one, post to subledger. Post to subledger means vendor or customer. So it will just post the subledger account debit. It will post the subledger account credit. But what is our criteria? Our criteria is it should post this accounting entry and this outgoing subclearing account is in red. So outgoing subclearing account is in red. It should clear it. So that is the reason what I will do is I will select this one, clear debit GL account. Please clear the debit GL account and post the accounting entry. Understood? So when you are clearing, so if you select this, the outgoing subclearing account, whichever it is in red, it will clear it and it will post the accounting entry. Understood now? So if you are using these four methods, when you are using this method, when you are using this 4 5 6 4 5 7 clear na, when you are trying to clear, means the GL account which should be cleared, it should not be specified in the posting rule. The system automatically will select the outgoing subclearing account and it will clear it. So no need to, when you select the rule, when you select the posting type 1 2 3, then only you need to give debit or credit. When you select the posting type 4 5 6 7 8, then you need to give only the main bank, no need to give the clearing account. The system will understand, it will post the accounting entry. How it will do, I will tell you. But the main thing is, in interview you need to explain this screen properly. You need to tell them that in define posting rules, we have two main criteria. One is posting area. Posting area will tell you whether you are posting to main bank account or subclearing account. Okay, and the clearing depends upon the posting type. So if you select one, the GL account, the entry will get posted but no clearing will happen. If you want to clear any outgoing subclearing account debit, you need to select 7. If it is credit, you need to select 5. If any clear debit subledger, means vendor or customer, you need to select 7 or 8. Like this you need to explain in interview. Okay, now save it. So what is the next entry? Rent. What is the entry it has to be posted? Rent accounted to main bank. There is no clearing na. So see here, next entry, give next entry N7 RT. So here also you are updating the main bank account. Main bank account. So give here 40 and 50 here, because here we don't have any clearing. So I will be giving you 40 and 50 compulsory. So give here rent. N7 rent and here main bank account. Okay, so the document type is SA. So what is the posting type? The posting type is entry should be posted. You should not, there is no clearing. So when you select 1 or 2 or 3, you should give debit and credit. When you select clear, you need to give only main bank, no need to give outgoing subclearing account, GL account. Understood na? Clear? What is the use of this posting type? Manish, or shall I explain again?
He's got it.
Okay. Madam.
Yeah, hello. Actually, I have a doubt in posting type, but in previous entry, you have taken the main bank account. We are not posting to this. We are not posting it, right? Only we are taking one means internally we are keeping this entry.
No. One means it will post. One
One
means it will post the entry rent account to main bank. Main bank account. If you had paid a rent 70,000 from your main bank account, it will the 70 will be credited.
Okay. Okay.
And just save it. Okay. Now what is the concept? Once I upload this, the system has to clear these two it has to post these two transactions. So go to create transaction type. transaction type we are following MT940 na. If it is there, you can use the existing one. It is there. Select this MT940. Click on assign external transaction. So what is the use of this? Click on new entries. See, now I'll tell you what is the use of this 86 and 61. So for this, see here. So here we have 16186. Here we have one more transaction related to 6186. Now here if you see beside 86 you have this one 002, 022, 023 na. These are called as external transaction types. Means the bank will give you some codes. Means whenever we do rent from our bank account, the code is 023. If you do any foreign transfer, the code is 022. These codes you need to add in your SAP system. What is the first code? 022. So here what you have done? You have done the foreign payment, right? So the amount should be minus from your account. So what is the posting rule? So we had created the entry now. What is the posting rule? See, N7FT. So here interpretation select as standard. Next, what is the other code? 023. So rent also you paid. So give minus N7RT and go to standard algorithm and just save it. Understood? Oh, it's already. Go back 022, 23 are already there it seems. So let me delete and create it again. New entries.
Can we delete in real time also if it is showing the same
No.
code with
Here I
the...
want to show the example. That's why I
Okay.
deleted and
Okay,
created again. I
okay.
want you show you two guys.
Okay.
Save it. Now you understand the process. How the system will behave, I will explain you clearly. How the system will behave is, so go to /ff_5. When you go to ff_5, here you will upload the file, right? So where is my, this is my EBS file. I'll select this and I'll click on process. Once you click on this process, so in this file what are the external transaction types we are having? 22 and 23. So the system what it will do? It will go to OT83. Here it will search for it will come here and it will search for that external transaction 22 and 23. Okay, I got 22. For this 22, what is the posting rule? N7FT. Then the system will go to N7FT. So here N7FT, what is the posting type? 4. And what are the GL accounts? Main bank account. Okay, and it will take that main bank account and it will create the outgoing and it will post the entry. For 23 also it will do the same. For 23, 0023, right? So for 20 what Where is this? 23. What is the posting rule? N7RT. So we'll go to N7RT. So here in N7RT, what is the accounting symbol? N7RA. Here what is the accounting symbol? N7BA. So it will go here. What are the GL accounts with N7RA? 3 lakh 2, and this is main bank. So it will post an accounting entry, rent account to main bank account. That's all. Understood the process? You need to explain like this. See, if there are no external transaction type, means how the system will identify this is related to salary, this is related to customer payments, this is related to vendor payments, this is related to my rent, this is related to miscellaneous. In one statement you will be having so many transactions, na? So in order to identify those transactions, system has given this external. These transaction types will be given by the bank only. You should not define it. Whatever the external transactions bank will give, you should paste them here. These things they will give you in your workshops. Understood, Manish?
Yes.
What you need to do is you need to define these posting rules and you need to generate the accounting entry. And in interview they will ask you one more question. See, here I have this bank account and another bank account. Na? So how the system will identify to which bank account the amount should be debited or credited? Here anywhere we did not maintain the bank account, right? Here you need to maintain. So click on new entries. So the bank account which from where the statement should be processed, that bank account should be maintained here. Go to F512 here. Select this bank account. Paste it here. What is the format you are using? MT940. That's all. And just save it. So from this bank account, it will process and it will do it. Ma'am, understood? Sandhya, Rajesh.
Yes, sir.
Now what is the use of this 61? 86 means it will be having the external transaction. What is the use of 61? Now the question is, see, the system is ready to clear your it is ready to clear. For example, this is 10,000, this is 10,000, this is 10,000. Which 10,000 it has to clear? So what will happen is, in real time when you do any payment, they will just mention some text here. Text in the sense this is related to some ABC payment. Okay, the same text will be available in this 61. Okay, like this some number or something they will give. So once you upload, what will happen? It will check which document is having this ABC and it will select that and it will clear. Based on the text or based on some assignment field, something will be there. There should be some matching. Na? When you upload, I have 3 invoices for clearing. So which invoice I need to clear? So there should be some matching between your file and the invoice which is having in SAP. So the matching can be the information maintained in the assignment field, or it can be the information maintained in the header reference, this reference. So that will decide initial starting of the project, which they should consider and which the clearing has to happen. Understood? What is the use of 61? Ma'am, 86
Yes.
transaction type, 61 will be having the information of your payment. That's what. So like this the EBS functionality works. So this one you need to explain in interview. Okay. Rajesh, any questions?
Yes, sir. Clear.
If you are able to prepare APP and EBS, almost you can cover 60% of interview. The Teja, Rajesh, the Teja will be working only on AP. He had assigned in Capgemini only AP in this project. So he is working on withholding tax, APP, XML file and EBS. That's all. Only these 3 concepts. No,
Okay.
recently. So for in that project, we told him that I have good experience only in AB. So that guy had now he is working only these three concepts. That's all. Apart from these three concepts, they are not giving any work for him. Payment for
Okay.
any project. If you are not doing the payment in time, na, then it will be very problem. So that's why this plays very key role. 1 second.
Yes, sir.
In S for HANA system, I'll show you. 1 second, wait. S for HANA system, not this one. Actually, this system is very slow. See, ma'am. See, the same
Yes.
are available in S for HANA, but you should not use. The users will not use any of this transaction. See, FB60 is there, F-43 is there, but they don't use. They use only the Fury apps. Fury apps are nothing but the same transactions which are using in easy access. SAP has given the Fury app functionality, just like apps you can access from anywhere. So let's open that Fury app. Okay. So these are the Fury apps. So if you want to upload the file, so let it load. It will take time for loading. Before that, I'll tell you one small change difference between ECC and S for HANA. Tomorrow in interview, Rajesh, you need to tell this one. If they ask you what is the difference between ECC and S for HANA, not only Rajesh, anyone, Sandhya or Manish. See, in ECC, when you are creating this bank accounts, na, so when you try to create this main bank account or when you create this outgoing sub-clearing account, so for outgoing sub-clearing accounts, we'll be selecting this open item management. Why? Because it has to show as open item now until we get the confirmation from the bank, right? But in S/4HANA, the process is changed. What is the process is, go to FS00, here, see, here what you need to do is, when you click on create,
So I think no need to select open item and line manager, right?
we need to select, but here, see here, there we have balance sheet and P&L. Here you have GL account type. You need to give it as cash account. You need to select, and here if you are creating any main bank account, you need to give bank reconciliation as B. Account group is assets only. So what you said, open item management, na? Line item display, no need to select. Open item you need to select here.
Yes.
What happened? What is this, man? It's going back. hold on. So here you will be having open item option, that only you need to select. The main difference is this is main difference. Rajesh understood. For main bank you need to select GL account type as B. Okay, and just save it. When you're creating the sub, for example I am creating sub clearing account.
Hello.
uh,
If we select balance sheet account, then the open item will management option we
no,
can
no,
we
no, you
see
should
that?
not select
Can we
balance
see?
sheet. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. You should not select
Okay.
balance sheet. In
Okay.
S for HANA, you need to select
Oh,
cash account. So you select balance
okay.
sheet. See, these options are gone. When you select
Okay.
cash
Okay.
account, you need to give here GL
Okay.
account type as
Subscribe.
B. B is main bank account.
Okay.
Now, for example, the main bank
Okay.
account is 6 lakh 1. Keep in mind your main bank account is
Okay.
6 lakh 1. And now I am creating sub clearing accounts. For example, I am
Okay.
creating sub clearing account 6 lakh 2. 0 is just script 1 0. So here what you are creating? Sub clearing, na? So sub clearing means sub account. So when you select this sub account, okay, when you select this sub account, system will ask the main bank account here, means the reconciliation process is happening here only. So give your main bank account 6 lakh 1. Understood, Manish, Sandhya, Rajesh?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is the
Yes.
main difference in ECC and S/4HANA. While you are creating the GL accounts for bank, you need to tell this difference in interview. Okay? Apart from this, everything is same.
Okay.
If you want to make a note of it, you can make. So while creating the main bank, you need to select B. Okay? While creating sub clearing accounts, you need to select S. And you need to mention main bank account here. Okay? So coming to the Fury apps, so for uploading the bank statement in S/4HANA also, we'll be using the same transaction code FF_5. Okay, the same transaction code we are using, but here in Fury apps we'll be using import incoming payment file. It will be same like FF_5 only. Actually I don't have that access to that file. Let me see. Incoming, manage incoming payment file, sorry, not import. So this is the Fury app.
సార్ టీ కోడ్ ఇచ్చినా వస్తుంది కదా సార్?
Sometimes it may not work, sometimes it will work.
ఓకే ఓకే.
So for example, I am trying to open this Fury app, it is not opening. What you need to do, you need to check with the security consultant. Next one is import supplier invoices, na? have access to those apps. Anyway, you had understood the concept, na? Huh? The concept is clear, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So practice from this topic only you can get so many questions. If you learn this topic, you can sustain in project for years and years. That's all. Okay. So if you have any doubts, just ping me. We'll discuss tomorrow again. Chalo. Bye.
Bye.
Can we get this
Thank you.
video, bro? Hello?